One of the pieces of advice that parents get in North America is when the child behaves badly, to give them a timeout. And timeout means you have to go to a different room and I'm not going to be with you. Now, it works with small children. You know why? Because small children are desperate to attach to you. And when you say time out, what you're saying to them, kid, I know what your biggest need is, the attachment relationship, and I know what your biggest fear is, the loss of the attachment relationship. And every time you don't please me, I'm going to threaten you with the loss of that attachment relationship, which is your worst fear. So it works, temporarily. What does the kid learn? He learns that the love is conditional, that it depends on compliance with the parents. And if he doesn't comply, he's banished, he's not loved. This is called timeouts. Millions of books have been sold in North America with this stupid, anti-human idea. And millions of parents are following it. So we're deliberately traumatizing our children in order to make them behave. It works for all. Teenagers, not so much. You know, try it with a teenager. Time out. I won't be with you. Oh, you mean I can't be with you for the next 3 minutes? How tragic. You know? So it doesn't work anymore. Why? Because the teenager doesn't care anymore. Because they're disconnected from you. It is too painful to be cut off like that. So, there's a Canadian psychologist who's no longer alive, but he wrote a book called Time in Parenting. When the kid is angry and upset, that's when they need you the most. That's when they need to attach you the most, because they're in trouble. And so, what you're describing here, now here's the thing, like with all our Western psychology, we're not nearly as smart as indigenous people are. They knew how to parent. The Canadian native indigenous people parented much better than we do. This is before we destroyed their culture. We totally destroyed their culture. We hurt them for 100 years. We beat them, we sexually abused their children, we adopted them, they couldn't be with their parents. This went on in Canada for 100 years. We killed many of them. And now, amongst the native people, addiction is the highest, disease is the highest, suicide is the highest, despair, violence, sexual abuse of children is the highest. Because we destroy their families, we destroy their ways of life. But they knew how to parent much better than we do. So what you're describing in this African situation is that people still in touch with their instincts. Their instinct is not to separate from the child or to punish the child. Their instinct is to include the child. They're doing time in parenting. And it's so much wiser and so much more healthier for development than the way we do it. Because you see, when you're dealing with children, you can have two goals, one of two goals. One goal could be the child's behavior. And if you want the child to behave, beat them. They'll behave. Because they'll be afraid of you. That's one way to do it. But we have another goal. But if you have another goal, which is not the child's behavior, but the child's healthy development, then you're going to do very differently. Then you're going to not banish the child, not punish the child, and not hit the child. You're going to connect with them. Because that connection is the basis for healthy development. So the question we have to ask ourselves as parents and as teachers and as a society is, what is our goal? Behavior or development? Because many times when we try and get to behavior, we're actually undermining development. So we have to put development as our first and only goal. Because when children have the right conditions for development, guess what? They grow up to be good, within themselves and who connect with other people in a mutually respectful way. That's their natural development if you're given the right conditions. So development has to be our goal, not immediate behavior.